Hi guys, Ray23179 here, and today I'm going to be doing a mod review on the Tornadoes mod for Minecraft 1.4.5. Today I'm going to be going over two natural effects that this mod adds to the game. All craftable items and their crafting recipes, all uncraftable items, and what all items do, craftable and uncraftable. So, to start, I'm going to show you the two cool new effects that this mod adds. So, if I make my way here over to a little forest area, and you may have seen in the beginning of the video this already, but I'm going to show it to you anyway because some people may have not seen it. Okay, if I pause here for a moment and you see and look at the leaves of the trees, you'll see little leaflet particles blowing around. That's a cool effect. It's like actual leaflets blowing off the trees. And the second thing that I want to mention before we get started with the crafting recipes is waves. And if I sit here for a little bit, you'll see that there are waves. They're going up and then down. And then up. And then, okay, this is boring. Okay, let's get out of here. Come on, make me fly. Okay. So we're going to fly back to our little crafting site. And let's get into the crafting recipes. So in here, we have all the items you'll need to craft all the craftable items in this game. There's a list over here on this side of the screen of all the items you will need. So first is 3 feathers, 6 redstone, 1 stick, 2 string, 8 iron ingots, and 2 gold ingots. So that's what you will need. Now to craft these crafting recipes, here is the first one. You put 3 feathers diagonally like this, and you'll get a worm gun. The worm gun looks identical to a feather, but they are very different. You could also put the feathers in the reverse order, but you'd still get a worm gun. The next one that we're going to craft is by putting a stick in the middle and string on top and bottom, and you will get what looks like string, but it's actually a tornado gun. So now a tornado gun is identical to string, but they are very different once again. The next thing is by putting a gold ingot in the middle, iron ingots in the corners, and redstone in the remaining 4 slots, and you will get a tornado sensor. The next one, and the last one, is the same thing with the tornado sensor, except with the redstone, you only put it on the 2 sides this time, and you will get a tornado siren. Those 4 are the only craftable items that this mod adds to the game. There are 3 uncraftable items: the drill item, the chest item, and the shockwave item. The drill and shockwave items are identical, so sometimes it's hard to differentiate from them, but that shouldn't be an issue really. So let's get into what all these items do. First, we're going to have the worm gun. And what this does is if I right click, we will hear a sound. Hold on, let me turn up my volume. We will hear sound and we will get like this worm of fire. It's really quite odd. But eventually this worm will lay itself down on the ground and start to burn things. And I'm just going to let it burn because it's kind of cool. So that is the worm gun. The next one I'm going to go over is the shockwave item. Yeah, shockwave item. And if I right click on the ground with this, it flips the blocks ahead of me into like this 3D form and then plops them back down on the ground. It really doesn't do anything unless you're trying to clear grass out of an area or something like that. You could do that and all the grass would pop out and you even get the seeds from some of the grasslets, from some of the grass bunches or whatever. So yeah, that's the shockwave item. Alright, the next 3 items I will show you, you should not spam with because they can easily crash your system. Right now I'm running on a computer that has a lot of memory and it shouldn't crash, and I'm even not running at full memory with this computer just to prevent crashing in the middle of this video. But anyway, my computer has even crashed when I spam these, so really don't spam unless you want to make your computer crash. So this is the drill item, and if I right click while facing the ground, it just sends a bunch of blocks flying behind me. And what is left over is like this hole. It's cool for making like fake caves in creative or mining the safe way, as some people call it or whatever. But yeah, that is the drill item. Moving on to the test item. And the test item is quite awkward because it looks exactly like a helmet space. If I get this right. Look, you don't even notice it's there. But anyway, so yeah, that is a test item. I do not know why it is shaped like that. But if you right-click with it, a bunch of dirt and some stone blocks will levitate out of the ground and build you this perfect 4x4 tower from wherever you're standing. It's pretty cool because you can like command the blocks and stuff. But they do it in under 5 seconds, which is really cool, but it leaves a bunch of holes in the ground, so yeah. That is the test item. Don't spam with either the test item or the drill item, like I said before. Now, the tornado sensor, I might be missing something, but as of what I know, it doesn't do anything. I tried spawning a tornado beside it, and it didn't do anything. No noticeable reaction or anything like that. So if I'm missing something, I'm sorry I missed it, but I have no idea what it does. Next thing is the tornado siren. And this brings me to my next item that you shouldn't spam with, and it is the tornado gun. So I'm going to go ahead and spawn a tornado, and you'll see the cloud particles form down and create a tornado. So, and then you'll hear the siren go. So, here we go. And you can hear the siren going off, it's wailing, and here is a tornado. Now, as you can see, it's picking up dirt, grass, leaves, all that stuff, and it changes color depending on what it's going over. It changes blue for going over water, brown if over dirt, and all that stuff. And it's really weird. Oh, the reason I had a particle shortage right there was because I'm not running at full memory. But as you can see, it's turning gray and brown and green. It's like gray if it's going over stone, which it is most of the time, and brown if it's going over dirt, and blue if it's going over water, and green if it's going over leaves, I believe. And if you are in survival, you will get sucked into this thing. I do not believe it can hurt you, because if you're on the ground near the tornado, you're like almost not affected by gravity or something like that. So you can do like moon jumps, like without barely any gravity. But as you could see, this tornado rips straight through the ground, and it gives like this entire path of destruction. It is really quite amazing and fun to use, but do not spam with this, because I honestly I'm having a bunch of lag right now due to that tornado I just spawned. And if I spawned a bunch of them, you know, my Minecraft would surely crash. But anyway, guys, yeah, that is the tornado mod. Look, it's sucking away the fire, even from way over here. But yeah, that is the tornado mod, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and all that stuff. And yeah, that's the tornado mod, guys. So, I will see you later.